Teach them. Always make sure the message I reach them.
Live from Kingston, Jamaica, broadcasting around the world. You're watching the Teach Them YouTube show. Intellectual, yet stimulating. Fair, frank, and factual. And now,
broadcasting live.
We will broadcast
live. This is Extra Class, streaming to the world and beyond.
Hey, let's go.
You know, it's Teach Them, the #1 intellectual blogging panel on the YouTube channel.
What? Good night, everyone. Let me know if you are seeing me clearly. Let me know if you're hearing me clearly. If you're seeing and hearing me clearly, welcome to another episode of Extra Class, episode number 365. We're there. I'm here decide to now come out of the studio. So we're there. You understand? You might go and feed in face. Scotty just linked me, so she's tired. I am not feeling well either, but may I brave the weather. You understand? There are some things I need to talk about and all these things. Bro, it's me a stream, not you. You understand? You're going now? You have to be yourself, you know. Yeah, peeps, so big up on yourself. So, it has been a rough day. Hey, Christina, how are you? I say I haven't been feeling well, like really not feeling well. But there I go and fight it. It had kill me. Like earlier today, every sinew of my body was hurting. You understand? I have this cough and one whole heap of something. I need something. I have to keep drinking some warm stuff. So I have some fever grass and over the camera I have some fever grass and it off. And ginger. You know, without sugar like. Keep the thing going. But we're there. You're saying good night and leave? I would appreciate that. No? Okay, alright. So please, as I said, bear with me until Mr. Williams decide to leave. If he so chooses and thing, but we're there. Just give me a little time. And I am running late already because of all of them something here. Zane, I'm surprised when you can hear me. Audio check one. Here, teach, struggling to survive during this massive heat wave we're experiencing over in the east. Jaja. Just go and hold it, man. Zane. And thing, try to get a AC. I'm here, stay one place, sir. Alright, okay. This ain't gonna work out, you know, sir. You understand? You have to stay one place. Why every time you come on when me a stream, I close it? You don't know more close? You don't know more close, sir? Yeah, P. So we're there. We have been talking for a while now about the student-teacher altercation situation and student versus student and student violence. And I am seeing where one of the leading teachers training institution, Michael, my alma mater, its president or the president for the institution has, chimed in on the situation, and he made some interesting points. I mean, some things that I have been saying as well, but people stay, people listen, people where them think bright. I have some letter beside back under their name, Zane. So I think I have a look of him. Zane. So Michael cautions again to rush to condemn in teacher-student clashes. So the Michael University College is cautioning educators, parents, and the wider public against having knee-jerk reactions to incidents of student-teacher violence. You can't eat good in public. Eh? I say you agree? Right. So this warning comes against the background of a number of videos showing clashes between teachers and pupils at school. So in a press statement on Wednesday, Michael University College President Dr. Osborne Pinnock noted that there has been a polarizing of opinions as the nation reacted to the viral videos. He said that many Jamaicans bemoan the current state of the local education sector, referencing the days when a student would never physically attack a teacher, regardless of the circumstances. Others, he added, were concerned about the classroom management capacity of some of the teachers involved in these incidents, seeing it as an indictment on the profession. See it? Pinnock said that as a country, Jamaica is failing to recognize deep psychosocial issues. You remember the other night I spoke about the issue of mental health and it not being taken seriously in Jamaica. So he's saying Jamaica is failing to recognize deep psychosocial issues affecting education and other sectors, adding that acts of violence are symptoms of a deeper problem. What we have is an imminent mental illness pandemic. I have said that. But because me and nobody like that, you know, people are saying, yo, we don't have the mental health problem with, right, Mr. Somebody, I clipped out that aspect, why I came around now for, I'm here, stay one place. I clipped out aspects of that stream that we're talking about mental illness. And, you know, in the comment section, you have some people who were saying that, you know, we don't have a mental illness problem. And, yeah, say alright. But alright, I guess true, me not no name like. What we have is an imminent, pending, mental illness pandemic. I think I used that same word last time. Amplified by the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic. And I said also in that stream that what COVID has done, it has amplified. That was the exact word I used. It has amplified many of the social, political, and economic issues that currently exist in the country. So what we have is an imminent mental illness pandemic amplified by the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic, which needs to be addressed urgently. Amir, put down your foot. We are busy focusing on the economic gap and the social deficit. However, if we are not careful, the mental and social issues will undermine any prospects of economic recovery. Keep your foot to one place, sir. See, he emphasized. Now, as the oldest teacher training institution in the Western Hemisphere, the MICO places heavy weighting on the psychosocial development of the emerging teachers in all its undergraduate and postgraduate programs. And he said all trainee teachers at the 186-year-old institution must also submit to the psychometric evaluation, to psychometric evaluation, and counselors, mentors, and advisors help to preserve their mental well-being as they engage. I won't get into that part of the whole Michael situation. Probably when I was there, that wasn't a thing. But make it stay there, so. A man say that I go on and now. So I hope say that I go on. Michael was watch his stream. I probably just my comment think like, I don't know. See, but he said basically what I was saying a few streams ago. Sir, when you watch TV, are you going to come here comment nice? Eh? Tell her. Yeah, so I mean I'm going to put you out. Come enough of it. My youth, they eat in front of the crowd and can't eat good. Then that not. Bye bye. Go. See you later. Bye. No, not happening. Jams, come for Amir for me now, please. Happy Canada Day. Canada over there. One day like that, go on. Give me a minute, please. I am battling the forces. Amir, stay one, please. Amir streaming tonight. Why, mom? Fireworks like what? Yeah? I never know if Canada have that. Yes, man. See your grandma, yes. I talk to you in the stream. Alright, give me a minute. Give me a minute. Come, it's time for you to go. Give me a minute, guys. Come, outside. Outside. Come. Bye-bye. Bye. Me there. Me there, peeps. Me there. Where plug in my bag for? I would like to wish my grandmother a happy 93rd birthday. Long life, grandma. Big up. Yes, not yes. Jaro's grandma. She celebrated her 93rd birthday. You have your hands full with Miss Master Amir. Master Amir is right. And thing. Yes, as Mr. Me kind of pre some tea from a taller time, isn't it? And thing. So forgive me if you see me, you know what I mean? And thing, me not even have Scotty can cut away to tonight when I drink liquid tea still. Because I know this is not really professional, but in order for me to talk to you, you know what I think go. Yeah man. Cheers with some fever grass or some. Yeah, I'll get cold. You see, so alright, so I'm saying I can get the stream together on a truck, you know, and this. then something there. Tea call up. Right, so as I said, there is practically nothing taking over your job. Greetings, Siege. Good night, Tony Shea. How are you? It's good to see you. There's nothing that the president of the Michael said in this article that I did not speak about when Scotty and I were discussing the mental health situation. I said, just like he did, that COVID-19 has amplified political, psychological, emotional, mental, financial, social, economic situations across not only Jamaica but the world for that matter. Audio check one. How is my audio coming? Mic check one. How is my audio coming through, guys? I say, me not so 100 and a Tony, but me there go and hold it. I best of me, you understand? So me I try survive the stream here. You see? Don't give thanks, man. It's good to see you. And things. So yeah, the article was published, I think, in the Observer. I'm not sure. Me have this old man cough like. You understand? Me not really like when I cough like my head like. I know my head not small, so you can just imagine the ripple of pain. You understand? The ripples. You know what I mean? Because by the time you reach from one side over here to over here, so this that way have to travel, it build up momentum like. You know, like when you teach wave construction or the formation of waves, and you're talking about the fetch. So the fetch is the distance over which the wind blows. So the longer the fetch, the greater the intensity of the resulting wave will be. Because if the fetch is very long, it means that the wind is blown over a longer distance, creating more and more momentum. Long story, we're not going on a journey right now. We don't have to pay for that. You understand? Yeah, man. Audio and so far. Alright. If them camera, you don't focus. You understand? Audio fine so far. Alright, yeah. Auntie, what an analogy. Yo! Kim T said clear. Jamaica porn service. Pick up yourself and your family. So there was another video that there is another video that has been circulating in the streets, in the space, on the social media streets, involving members of the Jamaica Defence Force and residents, to which the JDF says a probe has been launched into the incident. I have, well, someone send me the video. You know, people send me these things. Seeing, so I watched the video. This one, the soldier, them look like said it. They must say, alright, boy, my son, no kick man in them battery on one part in a military gear and then sit me in a drape man and then sit me in. So I mean, I know that. But boy, I don't know. Seeing, Jamaican citizens, we need to understand that in order for the crime situation to be treated with, we have to have a cordial working relationship with sorry guys, members of the security forces. And the security forces, on the flip side, need to understand that in order to develop and foster and maintain trust, there has to be some civility, there has to be some decorum, there has to be JDF issue, pressure bus pipe, something. You understand? There has to be an understanding that sometimes you just have to walk away. I know sometimes you are put in a position where you have to defend yourself. Fine, I get that. But me I look on both sides of the spectrum now. You know, we don't do the thing one-sided. So citizens have a role and responsibility. So whilst we have our rights, we also have roles and responsibilities. And whilst the security forces also have rights and certain levels of authority, they also have roles and responsibilities. And we as both security force personnel and citizens need to understand our boundaries, understand the confines of our rights, understand that also from the security forces point of view that the law is not infinite. There are boundaries, there are lines that when you cross it then it's a different story. So everybody is angry, everybody is upset, as Rich is saying, pressure bus pipe with the soldier them. No. This video, I see the soldier use him rifle and look at him for box down Smaddy. See, I see the soldier give Smaddy some whole heap of right hook and left hook and all of them sitting there. And all sort of things. See, so, I don't know, it don't look good. See, and for a country whose crime situation is where it's at, you understand, the relationship between many of our security force personnel and citizens have been very delicate for a long time. And we see cases now where people are tipping the scale and people are walking over the edge of certain things. You understand? Pure foolish is going on around here. And the policeman, Frank Schatz, shouldn't be in the police force because he was charged with rape. Oh, I never know that. I've been following that. Like I say, like sometimes I don't really get for some things. Bless up Scotty anyway there. Yeah, she said she tired. Think she having graduation rehearsal. You know, she a grade 11 supervisor and them something still. So, me wish her all the best, like. Better she than me, like. You see me? So, I know. I saw that video, DNJ. I watched the video. I saw a report in relation to the officer in question. He said he fired shots because he became fearful for his life. One whole heap of something. I never get to follow it. Yeah, man, I think she forward in about, I think she have rehearsal all day today. So you know what thing go. And these things. So, yeah, I'm alone apart tonight. You understand? And thing. I don't know. There are so many issues to treat within this country. Sometimes, like, I miss quite a few because, like I said, I will be in a zone where I am researching for an interview for 1-2 days. Like now, my daughter is in the country. Amir is here. My partner isn't well. She kind of want me sick too. So then anything, you understand? She went to the doctor, you know, do them testing and all of these things. She must have pulled one juice, and I tell her there's a million juice in her fridge, you know. But so I go in her fridge like and I see juice. And I say then the juice I pull already, so I don't need to pull no juice. So I go drink a juice. Because I think I probably Chelsea. They drink from the juice. So I drink some of the juice. Because the eye was thirsty. You understand? So the eye was entitled to a little juice, so I drink some juice. I wish I never drink that juice. Isn't it? So yeah. But me there I go and fight it. So I miss a lot of things sometimes. Like I have an interview midday tomorrow. Big interview. So you know, say history big, so you know, research of it set on a level, plus other things going on around the place, family stuff and work stuff and you know things. So and sometimes I just can't bother. I tell you that's the next thing too. Sometimes with what go on in our country. Jamaica very stressful, you know. Jamaica is very stressful, like, you understand? Why being impressive? When I use the word partner, it seems very sketchy word. Fiancé, wife, girlfriend. We have to keep it clear. Then what you mean? Then my partner is a female, I mean understand what I say. She's the mother of my second child, then so we are not married, so then we can't call her my wife. You understand what I say? We can't just call her my baby mother still, because she don't appreciate that either. You understand? So then she my partner. Then I don't know. So I don't know, yes. Then why you call your partner? The missus? The man should be charged. The man and him police friends, gang rape, backward work, and should missing from the thing. Okay, DeAndre, I do the thing. Teach in the US when I say partner. Then me not live in the US, bro. Me live in Jamaica. You understand? My girlfriend is my partner. Then me not understand why I go and do this. Then I went partner was a taboo word, like say I walk. Don't let me know this, so me think if me I go use it like. You understand? Then she's my partner, my other half. You see me? It's a yard me there, and I'm not really in the US side like. Man say partner means it's different. Then me not like all that so. You understand? But we could move on. But yeah. So yeah. Alright, so yes. Let me pick one word out of that. My girlfriend. That's Mr. We're not married yet. So then we see, yeah, sir. Hey, me not see no more message come to something. In the LGBT, that's for them business. Them me not busy with them guy. Them guy don't make no word around here. You understand? So me don't know nothing about them. I don't even know the word what they use. Like, they use word, me don't know. You understand? That is how separated I am from that section of the thing. Me don't really know. You see me? So, abs. Close. Yeah, man. She's her better half. She had that. Don't use a partner like. Bridget, yeah, right. Bless up DJ and family. Yeah. So, alright. I think Abby. So Abby asked me for the links. Abby don't have a link from at all that time. You know, she was with us on Sunday night speaking about the blood drive tomorrow. I had told her that she can come back on tonight, come refresh some people. Them use partner, that's how they might. That's for them business, Andrew. That is for them business. Good night, teacher. Most everything, brother. Boy, I'm there, I go and hold it in the family. You know, as we say, we're not 100, but say, yeah. So, Michael Small now come with the unnecessary talk. You know, see? Tell you, boy. I vibe with the people, and Michael come tell me foolish something. Is that what I say? I not get that by my stream with my people. Aside. So, you hearing me? Let me try it. What is that? Boom. Yeah. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear.
Alright.
Then have your company people them thing I eat it, you know.
I'm hungry.
Good night there. How are you?
Tired and hungry.
Yeah, I am tired and sick and hungry. So, may I lead. So run it quick and then go get some food to eat. And, you know what I mean? You were here Sunday night. I was telling people, and you are here again to remind us that we need to forward tomorrow. But you do the talking. Your voice nice and mine.
Alright.
Yeah, man. Run it. Let's see. Oh, she's
Hi guys. If you were here on Sunday, it's me again, it's Abs. Hi. And if you're new, I'm Abs and I'm here to tell you something. I am having a blood drive tomorrow at the National Chest Hospital, and we start at 9 a.m. and we go to 2:30 p.m. I do blood drives regularly because there's this constant need for blood. Hospitals always short of blood. People always need blood. So I do what I can to help. I mean, blood at the blood bank help accident victims, people get stabbed, people get shot, premature babies, pregnant women, cancer patients, people have kidney problem, people have heart problems. So I just do what I can to help. And when you donate blood, it don't only help the person where I get the blood, it help you too. Because before you donate blood, them check your blood pressure, them check your iron level. Donating blood helps prevent the accumulation of iron in your blood. It helps with reproducing more blood cells. It helps reduces the risk of heart attack and stroke and that type of thing. So if you're interested, if you're willing and able, please, may I beg you, like I'm literally begging, come out tomorrow at the National Chest Hospital and donate blood with us. If you're interested in donating but you don't have a ride, someone who was on the live on Sunday actually offered to transport people to and from the blood drive with his own vehicle free of cost, and I'm so grateful for that. So if you want to come and you don't have a ride, just link me, shoot me a message on WhatsApp. My number is 566-6405, or you can message me on Instagram at This Is Abs. That's THISIZABZ. You can find me on WhatsApp, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, anywhere at all. So again, my number is 566-6405. So if you want to come donate blood and you don't have a ride, have no fear. We are here. We will provide transportation for you to and from your location. And again, please just do the right thing. Come out, bring a friend or 2 or 3 and support the cause. And when you donate 1 pint of blood, you're saving 3 lives. And you never know who for life you save. You never know when your friend you might need blood. So I just beg you now, please. We need the support.
Yeah, you're a bit delayed again, and the audio is a little bit out. So if you weren't here on Sunday night, if you weren't here on Sunday night, you can go back and watch that stream. Abby would have detailed, her journey, treating with severe health issues from a long time, and one day you will get her story like documented, like how we interview artists. As I said, I am the one dragging my feet on that. And I talked to Scotty the other day, said she need for schedule her, so we'll get around to that one of them times. So yeah, so tomorrow, National Chest Hospital, 32.5, what kind of road again?
36.5 Barbican Road.
36.5 Barbican Road. From 10 to 2:30.
9 a.m. to 2:30.
From 9 a.m. to 2:30. All right, Abs, your audio is kind of giving me a warm time. So, I don't know. All right, and I'll message you when I finish streaming too. So, I'll declare myself early. You understand? So, get some food,
right.
and I'll try to be there tomorrow.
Alright, later.
Yeah, man.
Bye,
so I hope
guys.
some of the people in their yard get for forward. Because many of my viewers, them kind of live, run at some part, run at some Uncle Sam place and Canada and them place. You understand? I'll be gone. See? On my camera there. Yeah, so? Yeah. So, yeah, man. Very, very phenomenal young lady. Very, very inspirational story. Overcoming insurmountable odds and things. But I said one day I'll document her journey for you. Trust me, it will be for the people who were here on Sunday. You would have heard a synopsis, an overview of her journey and how remarkable she is. So yeah, man. So one of them time, as I said, she is one of those amazing Jamaicans. See? So if you can forward up a National Chest Hospital, 36.5 Barbican Road, I think, from 9:30 to 2. I'm not even get the wrong time. I'm gonna link up Abby. Yes, you can donate. As Abby in the stream, you can donate blood if you're vaccinated. Yeah. Yeah, man. Correct me if I'm wrong, but if you're vaccinated, you can't donate blood. So Magneto, Abby is saying yes, you can donate blood if you're vaccinated. Teach them if everybody's vaccinated, is it okay to donate blood? All right. So Abby, who is more versed with this, is saying yes, you can. I haven't even thought about that before, But she from Sunday night she was saying that you can. So yeah. So right. So Abby, big up yourself. So thanks, Kesh. It's good to see you. It's always good to see you. I appreciate the support. Hope you are okay. So JDF probing Parade Gardens altercation involving soldier and resident. Residents are not even sure. So the Jamaica Defence Force is reporting that an investigation has been launched into the confrontation involving a soldier and a resident in the Parade Gardens community in Kingston on Tuesday. The incident was captured on video. So the viral footage shows the soldier and the resident exchanging blows during the altercation. The vigor of the army man's punches caused the crowd that gathered to exclaim in shock. The soldier was pulled away by a colleague. Now, after getting loose, he removed his helmet and then ran back while swinging his rifle. Army and police personnel had to intervene, who pulled the visibly upset soldier away. He tried to return to the scene and had to be restrained by the personnel and was physically escorted away. In the video, the personnel were seen pleading with the soldier to calm down, and the JDF described the incident as disturbing. Now, Chief of Defense Staff Admiral James Gorman, in a statement, said that she expects the highest standards of good order and military discipline from all service members. She added that any allegation of misconduct is frowned upon and is subject to investigation, administrative action, and disciplinary proceedings where necessary. She further indicated that if the investigation uncovers that any service member involved committed any offense under the Defense Act or breached any force, policy, or operational orders, the necessary sanctions will be applied forthwith. So the Army had emphasized that the JDF continues to support the Jamaica Constabulary Force and all law-abiding citizens in working to reduce crime and violence and for the creation of a safer Jamaica for all of us. Good night, Miss Levine. How are you? That is happening in Guyana as we speak. As in, good night, y'all. Good night, Miss Levine. How are you? It's good to see you. Soldiers shouldn't be on our streets. A state of emergency. But it's not just the state of emergency ended today, DeAndre. So let's treat with that. As a matter of fact, it's supposed to end tonight. I'm not even sure if it end yet. That's the first thing. And secondly, this video was, well, the incident reportedly occurred on Thursday. So by calculation, if we're going to talk about the SOE was still in effect. I don't know if these soldiers were deployed within the SOE. It says Parade Garden. Parade Garden is in St. Catherine. No, Parade Garden is in Kingston. So these are soldiers who were on other. And I don't agree that soldiers should not be on the street. Sometimes some situation require the JCF require additional support. You understand? In dealing with certain situations. So I will wholeheartedly said no, that I don't agree that the soldiers should not be there. Should they be there indefinitely? No, but I think that there are instances where their support is needed, and as such, yeah, me can't see through that. So I don't know. If it ends today, what then? Then there's no more SOE in St. Catherine. So the extraordinary powers that the security forces have under SOE, they no longer have. So they would have to operate a bit differently in searching the premises and detaining and all of them something there. You understand? Mm-hmm. So yeah, so the People's National Party had stated that they were not going to support an extension of the SOE because I don't remember. Some part of the SOE, they are saying still violate the human rights or the right to freedom of movement. That's something from the state of emergency, and as such, they were still making mention of the Rushane Clark in name situation. Now, the government has the numbers in Parliament to carry the SOE vote. However, they need at least one vote from an opposition senator. And I don't know if they felt that they weren't going to get that. Last stream I also shared with you where the Minister of National Security was saying that the police have not given any indication stating that they needed an extension. So I don't know. You know, politicians say a lot of things sometimes. I don't know if that was just said for saying sake or that was the case. I really don't know. I am not in these security meetings and the security committee meetings and such. So I don't know. So the commissioner would write to the Prime Minister and the Security Minister asking for, and then they would write to, the Prime Minister would then write to the Governor General seeking a declaration. That is the process, I think. And not, well, so the Chief of Defense Staff and the Commissioner of Police, they are the ones who normally request first through the Minister of National Security. Well, the security, the National Security Committee, something like that. I don't remember. I don't want to tell nobody that. Soldier support. to be on standby for a war, not with citizens of the island. What a shame. As I said again, soldiers providing support to members of the JCF from time to time. I have no issue with that. It's okay if you do. I am just stating for me, I personally don't have an issue with that. You understand? Because the truth is that there are some instances in which the training of the JCF is not at the level that is required to repel or to treat with certain situations that may arise in this country. So, to just say that I don't agree with that. That is what I'm saying. Said so only the state of emergency they should be out there. Them not trained to deal with it. But I don't know the training of soldiers that soldiers get right now. So I can't speak to that either. You understand? So it is easy to say that, but I don't know. See? And I don't know that the Constitution says that soldiers are not to be on the street. I would have to read that. So if you can isolate that aspect of the Constitution, DeAndre, you have my number. Don't make me guy, I'm willing to read it. So I don't know. And I'm not saying it doesn't. I'm just saying I don't know of that. You see me? So yeah. Man, them say soldier, them stay up at camp, yes. And do what really, like, Jamaica not fight no war with nobody. You understand? Them go help with some security work. That is my view again, and I am willing to stand by that. You are entitled to your views, Zane. So that's fine. I don't know. But mine is that I have no issue as long as they treat with their training and they operate within the confines of the authority given to them in the JDF Act. So, that's me. Again. Right, so, yeah. You can imagine if certain operation going on in this country and soldiers on the death to support the police. Blessings, Daniel Taylor. Give thanks, bro. So I know. Alright. I have long said though that the JDF has lost its luster and its pride of place down the years, as we have seen many things happening with service members that growing up you never used to associate them things with military members, because when you talk about the military, and there will be exceptions, so when I say nothing never go on, but generally speaking it was in the minority, very small minority. Zane, as you normally associate discipline with a military personnel, so much so that I always tell you, if I wasn't an educator, I would have enlisted. As a matter of fact, even when I was at Teachers College, there were a number of times that I thought about, you know what I mean, enlisting, seeing Michael Depp and Maraska Road around there, so, and Camp Road right around there. So, you understand what I say? So, I just decide, say, but God don't make no mistake. You see me? So, I just never my destiny that. But looking at what the military has become, I am not so certain now that I would be comfortable as a service member seeing what is happening around me. You understand what I say? Because the military has been watered down in some respect, and I understand that the mass recruitment drive and taking in younger and younger people to increase boots on the ground and to make up numbers and stuff is a thing. And whilst there's an argument for that, and consequently I've always said that unattached youths between ages 18 to 25 should be mandatorily enlisted, Zane, like that. And again, I am speaking for me, Zane. So if you're not work at 18, you're not go to school, you're not do nothing for progress yourself as a young man of the society, mandatory enlistment. Again, that's me. Again, so me I speak for myself. You are okay to have a different view. I am okay with that. You don't have to agree with me. So much so, I'm sure that I shared an article a few months ago where it says, well, the Prime Minister said that they were actively thinking about implementing that. Like many of the things that I mean, I said them I watch, teach them, and listen, you know. But many of the things that I say in this year, suggestions that I made, you hear them down the road a few weeks from now. I mean, probably people were thinking along that lines a long time before me, but I'm just saying, like, you know, I've been saying that. Blessings, Marriott. Where you go on? Real talk teacher is a war down there in the streets with criminal. Teacher man, limited amount of blessings. Blessings again, Father Daniel. Soldiers training is aggression towards the enemy. Then right now we now have some only terrorists about there, brother. Then only by enemies. Like what? Alright, okay, DeAndre. Let me try to get rid of some topics tonight because I have a lot of things to talk about. That's as I said, you're entitled to your view on this, sir, and I will definitely stand by mine. The police forces are better off with the assistance of the military, especially in certain situations. I will definitely stick by that. See? Should soldiers be on the road with police every step of the way and turn? No. But there are certain instances and certain communities and certain situations that the capabilities of the police is just not sufficient to contain, cauterize, or eliminate certain threats. That's just the reality. So I don't know why we're trying to beat around that bush. Like, I don't know. I really don't know. See, in life of chance, blessings, my friend. Him nice. Give thanks. Give thanks. I need to get some hot water. I'm gonna be safe, auntie. Just a minute, guys. Jade Grace, good night, my friend. Empress Janet Jones, Karen Austin, come out and let us what is going. Not living in Jamaica. Certain places soldiers need to be with police. All right, so the polarizing topic throughout the week was the situation emanating from Cuoco piece in Clarendon, where the accused, 23-year-old Rushane Barnett, he was brought to court on Tuesday, I think, for the first time, and as such, the Director of Public Prosecution's office, I think Swabies was the lead prosecutor that day. They declared their intention to seek the death penalty at conviction, if so, and that has opened another can of worm debate. The human rights activists will forward out. Just a forwarding from Jamaica to run down for a princess graduation. She got principal. Big up yourself in a father, Marriott, man. We always love when the youths them are excelling and rise them head above the many distractions that exist around them. So congratulations, my brother, and keep doing the right thing by the youths. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. Give thanks. Generous media blessings. And big up some more people later, because some people will get vexed and me on top every time and big up some people. Man. You can't keep up. You see me? So, I did the video about the prosecution stating their intention, because under the law, they have to declare said intention at the earliest possible time. There was a little hiccup though, as Barnett had not secured legal representation, and as such, he was assigned a legal aid counsel. Legal aid counsel has turned out to be Tamika Harris. Tamika Harris is very prominent on the legal scene, if you have been paying attention. She was one of the lawyers representing Mavado's son at one time, I think. She has probably represented Mavado too before. Quite a few high-profile cases. The name just probably not sticking in your head. But she has been around, and she was assigned the case by the courts. I know, Richard said, the biggest political stunt if you ask me, Cole. But I was something. Yeah, I know that I was looking on a comment section, I think, over the Gleaner IG page today, where the lawyer spoke and said that, she have some questions, people. I said, then why get lawyer? And it is your right. You can't go in front of that unless you opt to represent yourself. But if you are not able to retain counsel for yourself, it is the duty of the court to assign same. Like, when are we going to just sit down and do some reading and try to become a little bit more versed with certain things instead of looking silly because we emotions are lead? Like, you know, look good. All some things take is just a little reading. See, so whether you think him shouldn't get a lot, yes, the court, it's an assault court operate. You understand what I say? You are entitled to legal representation. See? Yeah, when them read the Miranda Act or your Miranda rights, they tell us if you can't afford a lawyer, one will be assigned to you. Off topic, do you normally mark exam people or wait until them start? It depends on what I have to do. It depends on what is going on. But me like mark as soon as the paper them done, like earlier I done mark, but then there was a thing that we call table marking where every member of the department marks a part. So just like table marking at CSEC. See, long story short, but so that came in, and as such you weren't able to kind of mark like just off of the bat sometimes, because you know you have to organize, you have to check off. So but in the past, as the exam done, some man, boom, 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 boom. You understand? Then if me mark it to them, I have if you mark tomorrow, boom, man. You understand what I say? Then it's me like put off work for do. See? Yes, alright. So after me. So as me I say, like all of us looking at the situation are horrified and we find it appalling and absolutely horrific. But that doesn't detract from the fact that whether you like it or not, he's entitled to an attorney. And no feelings run the court of law, I'm trying to tell people what, but never mind. So the death divide, let me get this out of the way. So lawyers split as capital punishment looms for the accused mass murderer. So senior defense lawyers have expressed mixed views about prosecutors' plans to seek the death penalty for the 23-year-old man accused of the throat-slashing murder of a mother and the 4 children in Cocoa Peaks, Clarendon, last week. Now, Rushane Barnett, who is charged with 5 counts of murder, was served by the prosecution with a death penalty notice when he made his first appearance in the Home Circuit Court on Tuesday. The defense bypassed committal's proceedings in the parish court, and after Director of Public Prosecutions Paula Llewellyn preferred a voluntary bill of indictment, he was arrested and charged after Kamisha Wright, 31, on another part of it. So Llewellyn, in a press statement on Tuesday, explained that the matter was fast-tracked to the High Court and the notice served on the defendant in light of the allegations, the evidential material gathered, and the public interest. It is... Alright, let me not get into that because people are getting their feelings, and let me not trouble on the feelings tonight. You understand? The DPP said that under Section 3, subsection 1 of the Offences Against the Persons Act, the Person Act, persons who are found guilty of multiple murders in one incident shall be sentenced to life in prison or to death. At the same time, the Act noted that the death penalty cannot be imposed unless the defendant is given sufficient notice long before the start of the trial. So in light of the above provisions and the consideration of the circumstances of the case, it has been deemed appropriate by the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions for the death penalty notice to be prepared and served on the accused at the time that the voluntary bill of indictment is laid in court. This is to ensure that at the earliest opportunity, the accused is made aware of the intention of the prosecuting authority to make the recommendation that the death penalty is an option for the sentencing judge, consequent on a conviction after trial for the 5 counts of murders outlined on the indictment. However, given the constitutional challenges that the country is likely to face if Barnett is sentenced to death, as well as Jamaica not executing anyone since, I think, Nathan Foster name in 1988, some criminal lawyers were not in agreement with the move. Now, Senior Attorney at Law Linton Gordon said while he understands the DPP's need to satisfy the public's recent call for a return of the death penalty, I don't think that call has been recent either, he believes it is pointless to seek that outcome. Now, under the Offences Against the Persons Act, you do have categories that attract capital punishment, such as killing a judge or a judicial officer, or a member of the constabulary, or multiple killings arising out of the same situation, such as the one in Clarendon. And I think she's just saying, given the call, she is going this route, he said. He said further, I believe it is a waste of time. It might satisfy the immediate desire of the public and makes the DPP popular, But I think it is going to be drawn out. It is going to be contentious. It is going to go to the Privy Council, maybe 2, 3 times. And at the end of the day, I don't think there is going to be any execution. However, Gordon, who said that he in principle disagrees with the death penalty, conceded that the prima facie gruesomeness of the crime would meet the bar for a capital punishment. Now, Queen's Counsel KD Knight said that one word captured the prosecution's intent, which is hype. The sheriff has spoken. Sorry, guys. What we need to know is what are the steps taken to satisfy the requirements in relation to time within which the case must conclude, including an appeal to international body, because it is not just applying for a death penalty. It is a matter of the case concluding within a time frame. Knight elaborate. Yeah, but Mr. Knight, as an intelligent man, I don't think you get this, because yeah, we know that, but them still have to declare say their intent on seeking the death penalty. So even if we know say it got drawn out and that, you know mean say that not change the price of rights, Mr. Knight. Them say them want it as they are entitled to as a prosecution. So we don't necessarily know. Why I don't know, but that's alright. He declined to comment on whether the facts so far disclosed satisfy the criteria for Llewellyn's decision. Another senior attorney, as well as Senior Smith, however, gave his support for the prosecution's move. Interesting. Noting that he believed it would send a strong message to society. He said that the Offences Against a Person Act permitted the prosecution to take that tack. Well, a TSEK, Mr. Harrison. Though he acknowledged that it was moot whether death penalty outcome was pragmatic or practical. Wait a minute, guys. Just a moment. But I think it is certainly telegraphing to that particular accused and to the entire Jamaican society the opprobrium that the society itself and the prosecution arm of the society as far as the offense is concerned. Now, Barnett was unrepresented when he appeared in court. See, and so we soon get around to all of that. Honey, garlic, lemon juice, 2 drops of eucalyptus oil should clear up. Alright, Dr. Spade. Now, say a word. I'm going to get on it. You understand? As soon as I can. Right, so that is one side of the thing. I mean, if you watch the video, you know that justice. Oh, so he also complained in court that he was being abused, allegedly by police officers who were beating him with batons, and as such, Indicom has launched a probe into that. But we'll get around to that soon. There was also an article earlier this evening that suggests that he is also facing sexual offense charges in relation to. So we'll get to that soon. My head is killing me. So whilst the defense law, alright, so let me read this just for context. So Justice Lane Pusey told the defendant that a court-appointed attorney would further explain the implications of the death penalty notice. Barnett was also advised that he could still select a lawyer of his choice to represent him if he could afford to do so. Now, the defendant, who had a sad countenance, complained to the court that the police at the lockup where he was staying had been assaulting him and had refused to take him to the doctor. I don't know if the crime, but a beard threatened me still, and I licked me in my back. And them stuff there, he said. So the judge told him that he was innocent until proven guilty and further advised him that he could report the matter to his lawyer. Now, Barnett was also told that senior police officers who were present would take note of his complaint and investigate the matter if his claims were credible. Barnett was remanded until July 22nd. Now, him can't eat taxpayers' money. So Coco P's family backs death penalty, as you can imagine. See? So the relative of the Coco P's family who were brutally slain last week have pushed back at rights lobby Jamaicans for justice. Appeal for a restraint despite widespread approval for the death penalty locally. Expressions of outrage and vengeance resonate in the relatively quiet rural Clarendon district, where the bodies of 31-year-old Kemisha Wright and her 4 children were discovered at home with chop wounds to their throats. Well, chop wounds and their throats slashed. on July 21st. Peter Wright, the father of Kimisha and grandfather of Kimanda Smith, Shirley Smith, 12 years old and 15, and 5-year-old Rafaela Smith. No, I wanted you to throw this and throw the hot water on this one. Just throw the water in this and throw the hot water on what is in the cup. Oh, you know that sweat, so they say about a woman who knows sweat body, you know, what go on. I'm talking about this. A nose thing, a wet nose business. Yo! Alright. Yeah, peeps. So sorry about that. As I said, I have to be teen and medicating throughout the stream. So I try to pull it off. Right. So, and 23-month-old Kishan Henry Jr. has rejected the JFJ's caution, saying that the egregiousness of the murders demand that the killer not spend the rest of his life behind bars. Because he does a very gruesome act, I think should be there, sir. 5 innocent somebody him kill. For a man like that who a gruesome act like that. 5 one time, his voice heavy with anger. Now, let me talk to you. Boy, wet nose business. Huh? Oh yeah, work. Oh, that's what I said. Then, yeah, it work. Thanks, dear. The fathers of the 4 children are silent, though. No, the father of one of them has spoken. The soldier. So, there was an article in the paper today. A soldier's regret. I think that was the title. There are 2 articles I saw today with the soldiers. The JDS said that they will continue to support him and such. So, I don't know that all fathers involved. I think I 2 fathers, because 3 of them named Smith, eh? Right, and Henry. I think that is the child of the soldier, the 4th one. Yeah, man. So, Empress Nadine, there were articles today, read the father. So, I know you probably missed that, but, you know, we just put it in out there. Teach the good old Buckleys. I don't know. That sounds like something I should know, though. I don't remember. Yeah, right. No. Maybe we could continue. So JFJ shouldn't intervene in it and say them a talk about no death penalty. Him should have died a long time. Wright said that he still hears the shrill cry of the dead infant, Kishan. Oriel Smith, granduncle to the 3 girls, said he is still haunted by the death house. He feels as if he himself died that day. Now Smith is demanding his pound of flesh in bringing the killer to justice on the gallows. But Jamaica last executed a criminal in 1988. You're welcome, Nadine. Where am I? Yeah. Pointing to a poster on the gate emblazoned with photos of the deceased, Smith sought to elevate what has been theorized to be a domestic dispute to a compelling matter on the national agenda. In his opinion, little Kishan should have been his baby or the Prime Minister's. We want the justice to do something about this guy. Him cannot live like this and people are talking about him cannot hang. Him can't eat taxpayers' money, he said. No, that sort of volcanic fury is familiar in a country ranked as one of the bloodiest globally, with per capita murders ranging between 40 and 60 per 100,000 in the population annually. Last year alone, Jamaica recorded more than 1,460 murders. But the killing of children, viewed as among the most vulnerable victims, is known to spark incandescent rage among the public. Now, Rushane Barnett, a cousin of the Cocoa Peace Quintet, has been charged with their murders, and we know prosecutors seek the death penalty. Now, JFJ Executive Director Michael Jackson said earlier this week that while she understood the public's outcry, mitigating factors should be considered, including the accused's age and whether he would confess to the crime. The accusation is, well, I don't know that part there already. Auntie. Sorry, let me read it. The accused in question, he is 23 years old. The question is he beyond rehabilitation? What else can we do while he's in prison to ensure that we can see more reformed individuals in society? Jackson said in an interview. No, but Jackson won't find many, if any, supporters in Cocoa Peace. family friend Rosemary Hemmingham, first I'm seeing that surname, who came to show her support for Wright's mother, Gwendolyn McKnight, expressed anger at the fact that the JFJ was yet to visit those left behind and offer sympathy. What kind of heart do these people have? They support criminality. They need to stop supporting criminality. Come out and defend these children instead, said Hemmingham in an interview. Wake up, she said. This dark cloud that has been lingering over Jamaica must be lifted. Because it's a spiritual warfare going on in Jamaica. Hey Ali, how are you? Empress Joan Gray, be Empress. Good night. Don Stepper. Let him out, make we deal with him. Buckley's for I know, I should know what Buckley's is. And then, Buckley's doesn't taste so wonderful, but it works. Not really good for you, not really working. No, not good for you, not really taste good enough. Michael, most of the time, that is not true. But like medicine-wise, the medicine that will taste worse, are my best medicine. And thing, he's entitled to an turn, but him not deserve one. Well, that I can understand the sentiments. You understand? I think he should get life in prison. Right. No, it's a good time to insert an ad. Me can insert ad? Oh, come back. YouTube ad. Okay. Me follow what them say. Brother, bitters. You see bitters? Let me give one look a story, but I don't know me full of story now. So when I was in high school, that time, I think I was in about grade 10, grade 11. My mother buy one Backlash sulfur bitters. And just like come here, something, you know, Zane, Ascoril, I think I saw this name. You understand? Me drink look like Zane, me drink sulfur bitters every night. Just drink some sulfur bitters. No measure not me, you know. Brother, yeah man, yes, Miss Janet, yeah man, I know. The missus did her check yesterday and it was negative, so you know me I hope say that but I think I'll probably do the doctor thing tomorrow as well. See? After I don't know, we see. Wake up. So I drink the sulfur bitters. I say, brother, and because I drink so much of the sulfur bitters in such a short window. Bro, you ever see crop lizard yet? I saw my skin change over, you know, brother. Like my entire skin start change over, you know. Yo, my belly then kill me some. I say too much of not no good. Yeah, so it was a crop lizard type of vibe for a while, man, until my skin balancing back. You know, sulfur bitters purge your blood and your system and clean you up and them thing there. So you got have, you know what I mean? And normally skin rashes and bumps are a sure indicator that something is wrong inside your body. Well, so I've heard. You understand? And things. So yeah. No. So I could continue. Indicom is probing the alleged assault of Rushane Barnett in police custody. So the Independent Commission of Investigations, Indicom, is probing an allegation that Rushane Barnett, who is accused of killing 5 members of a family in Clarendon last week, was assaulted while in police custody. When he appeared in the Home Circuit Court on Tuesday, Mr. Barnett claimed that he was being abused and threatened by the police. He said he was beaten and kicked in the back. Now, a statement from Indicom said its team of investigators went to the lockup on Wednesday and interviewed Mr. Barnett about his allegations. Indicom said it was assured by the custody inspector that a doctor would visit Mr. Barnett as soon as possible. And the agency said it will obtain a record statement from Mr. Barnett and request the official transcript of the court proceedings to verify the alleged comments. Auntie, I am not hearing clearly. Turn up your volume. Audio check one. I grew up on Herb. See, anybody else a struggle to hear me? Like, what go on with the audio on the part? Rosie, what go on, sis? But as I realize, maybe some people, the washout, my grandmother used to give me. Multivitamin. You know, me have some multivitamin, but you ever go on? You pill them big like this. I don't depend on that. Them have to make them pill them smaller. So make them smaller, make me take 2 instead of 1. You understand? Then when they pill that turn across the throat, then you know good as a throat one? Hearing clearly. You probably need to close the stream and open it back. My friend who is having audio issues. Sad things wrong. See? Yeah. So that's an Indicom situation. So I'm going to continue with the Rushane recap. I think I love bitters. Then lady be impressed. Then I don't know about that. You understand? Rushane Barnett's attorney questions confession given in caution statement. You know, say funny enough. I have been hearing a few things. Even people message me, say them here said this and me for no. Me say police matter that in the family. If you don't know something like when you link the police like, you understand? Quite a few people. I mean I say no. Then I can't go do no video about that and I don't know about that family. I don't work like that. You understand? Me not depend on that. Zane, so I have to go link the police like. And no, this is like it was just an honest conversation. Well, they were honest conversations. You understand? So, attorney representing murder accused Rushane Barnett, Tamika Harris, is questioning whether her client voluntarily offered a caution statement to the police. Barnett is charged with the murders of Kimisha Wright and their 4 children in Cocoa Peace, Clarendon. It is understood he confessed to the crimes in a statement to the police. But if it's a caution statement, that JP is supposed to be there, you know, I think. Hey, Sheena, how are you? But his attorney says she will have to confirm whether the confession was freely given. Ms. Harris says she will be ensuring the caution statement followed the appropriate parameters in order to be considered legally valid. The attorney at law notes she is particularly concerned in light of allegations that her client may have been mistreated while in police lockup. Ms. Harris told reporters that she was able to explain to her client the legal framework surrounding the death penalty in Jamaica. She has also encouraged him to speak openly and candidly with the psychiatrist who will evaluate him, because you know a psych eval was ordered. And thing. So the lawyer said she not sure about that something. You understand? So the last part of the Cocoa Peace roundup for tonight is the part. Zane? So Cocoa Peace murder accused facing sex crime allegation involving minor. So Rushane Barnett, the man accused of the gruesome murder of a Clarendon mother and their 4 children, is facing allegations of having sex with a minor. His attorney, Tommy... Sorry, guys. Not too long calling him, you know, Richie do that with you. Hold on. Alright, because I see that thing, huh? Because I put the coffee in, like. See, I soon come. Whew. Son. That tastes like Cersei and sour orange root. I never drink sour orange root. But just a thing say it can't taste good. You understand? DPP is wasting time. When last someone get hanging in Jamaica, legal framework in Jamaica will allow this guy to eat 3 square meals a day, taxpayers. I don't know if it's a legal framework in Jamaica per se, but the inefficiencies within the legal system. Because in order for the death penalty to, so fine, you can sentence him to death. But the trial and all vehicle of appeal, mode of appeals have to be exhausted within a 5-year period. Teach call the roots, man. Within a 5 years period. See? So if the case linger in the courts and he is convicted, sentenced to death, and he appeals, and then the appeal process takes a while, and then the conviction is upheld, then him carry the matter to the Privy Council. The Privy Council hear the case, and within all of that, if 5 years expire, then just life in prison. You understand? So, I don't know. Oh, Rosie did I celebrate Canada Day? I didn't know Canada have a day like that, but forgive my ignorance. Right. So, his attorney, Tamika Harris, this afternoon told reporters that his client has been served with identification parade forms in relation to an alleged sex crime linked to a juvenile. She said the document was served by the police this week. The Gleaner published the article, so the Gleaner understands that the charges are pending. When he made his... Alright, so I don't know that. I made a mention of that, but say yes. So apparently, he may also be facing additional charges in relation to sex allegations. So we will see how that goes. See it? Right, so my throat no feel so. Right, so that is a synopsis of the anticlines and synclines, the Dolins and Pulges and all of them something there, and Clins and Gregs and Crevasses and all of them something there of the situation throughout the course of the week since he appeared in court on Tuesday. So we'll watch and see. As it relates to the death penalty conversation, I know the defense lawyer is big business. She's actually legal here, you know, Delroy, but she have name. See? And thing. The debate will continue, I'm sure. Zane and it's a way. His lawyer is a male. Female, Tamika Harris, Caribbean expert. Teach said his client. I said his client? Oh, my apologies if I said that it's an error. It's her client. My apologies. Oh no, his attorney Tamika Harris. Right, so Barnett is a male. So his attorney Tamika Harris. I don't know, but it's a female. So life in prison means he's going to be in the general population or isolated in a cage by himself. I really don't know. You understand? I just want to know why I'm doing it. Well, I guess when the matter starts to be ventilated in court, we will learn. The lawyer is lawyering, so we'll see how that works out and thing. As I said, I know that some people are saying that when get lawyer for, like, he's entitled to, no matter how you feel about it, no matter how aggrieved you feel, it is just part and parcel of the process. But the people who come in late, please excuse my tea sipping. Just you understand, try complete the stream, and this is one of the ways to treat it. No, so we were speaking earlier about the discontinuation or the government not seeking an extension for the state of emergency that was declared in St. Catherine 2 weeks ago. As you know, that under the law, SOEs can only be declared for 14 days initially, and after which the government have to go to Parliament to seek support of the opposition in a vote for its continuation. His lawyer or lawyers, they're going to use the insanity defense. Well, let's see what the psychiatric evaluation reveals now, and we see a go from this up. And thing, cool, big up yourself, teach. However, this accused brother will go and eat food and chill. Just another day, Jamaica justice system. So, yeah. But we see now, I don't know. Let's see the curves and the turns that this trial will take when it eventually reaches the trial stage. Zane, as you know that the DPP preferred a voluntary bill of indictment, so the matter was expedited to the surrogates to the Supreme Court versus being ventilated in the parish courts to speed up the process. You understand? Blessings, Delroy Graham. Good night, my brother. I appreciate the support. So read the SOE now. You know, with anything in this world, not only Jamaica, there will be people who are in support of and people who are against. Same. And whilst the SOE enjoys support from some sections of Jamaica, it is looked upon and looked down on with disdain by other members of the society. Sorry, guys. However, on the ground in Spanish Town, a lot of the people who are spoken to by reporters who are interviewed are expressing sadness and disappointment that the security measure was not extended. So there are two articles. Let me try and run through them quick and fast. So backlash from businesses as government to end SOE. So the business community within Spanish Town and St. Catherine by extension are up in arms, disappointed, upset that the SOE is being lifted and no extension was sought. So the business community in St. Catherine has criticized the government's decision not to seek an extension of the state of emergency, challenging that the 14-day respite is not enough to repel criminals wreaking havoc in the old capital. President of the St. Catherine Chamber of Commerce, Dennis Robotham, said the murder mayhem which unfolded earlier this month turning the Spanish Town Market District into a ghost town will continue once the SOE expires. In an interview on Tuesday, the businessman said that he has not seen any clear results from the security measure, which is set to end on Thursday. Oh, I guess, right, I may tell the Andrews that today end. I know I read somewhere, you know. Alright, so if so be the case, then I was wrong, the Andrew. But at Thursday, so it end on Thursday, I guess. But I'm almost sure I read something today where it says the SOE will end tonight. In the newspaper. So, I don't know. But if so, DeAndre was probably right on that. It must have the SOE done. Like, I thought it was supposed to end today, like 14 days. So I don't know. All right, which are we there? Right. So where are the guns? Have we seen that kind of results from the measures? He questioned hours after National Security Minister Horace Chang made the announcement in Parliament. They probably know things that I don't know, but based on what I understand, it is just festering. And this is just a temporary band-aid. As soon as the opportunity arises, we will begin to experience madness all over again. We can expect the hoodlums, Robotham insisted. He said businesses continue to be affected despite the presence of the security forces, with the majority of operators shuttering well before the usual 6 p.m. cut-off time. And thing. Right. And the article continues to say that Spanish Town is mainly controlled by the One Order and the Klansman gangs, but internecine conflicts have triggered a splintering into smaller but often more deadly factions fighting for turf and the spoils of extortion. Now, despite Robotham's grim outlook on the security crisis, commanding officer for the St. Catherine North Police Division, Senior Superintendent Howard Chambers, said inroads have been made. He said the police have made several arrests, although he was unable to give a figure. As it is now, we are experiencing much better returns in comparison to what we were seeing before. Things are pretty much calm now. Since the state of emergency, we picked up a number of persons and some of them have been charged for various crimes committed in the division, Chambers said. In making the announcement, Chang said in the 10 days leading up to the SOE declaration, there were 15 homicides. Right, so there were 15 homicides. He said since the implementation of the government's chief crime fighting tool, 4 murders have been recorded. He said the expected discontinuation of the SOE was buttressed by the assurance of the security forces that they had managed to get things under control. So the government has further reviewed the security situation in the parish of St. Catherine, and unadvised of the heads of the security forces, we are satisfied that the declaration of the state of public emergency has allowed the security forces to bring the area under some level of control, Chang said. It came days after opposition People's National Party indicated that it would not support the extension, arguing that the revised emergency powers regulations tabled last week still breach constitutional provisions. So the government would have needed the support of at least one opposition senator to maintain the security crackdown. And the article here along, so we can you see it? So yeah. So some people not happy. Spanish Town residents sad that SOE is ending. So St. Catherine residents who said the state of emergency in the parish was effective in keeping criminals and bloodshed at bay over the 2-week period are eager to know what is next in terms of keeping gangsters under control when the SOE expires on Friday. So I don't know what you say. Alright, so you see again, and I'm here now. One article I say Thursday, one article I say Friday. And I'm write them. So I probably that's why I said Thursday. So on Tuesday, June 14, internal gang, I don't know all of them. So boom. So a 25-year-old man who likened the lifting of the SOE as leaving a toddler unattended said he would be shocked if there are no flare-ups. When the police pack up and leave, we know what happens next. Think logically. It is like you are telling a baby not to turn on the TV, but yet still you leave the TV remote right in the crib. So what is the child going to do? They must turn on the TV. How can the parish be described as a national emergency? And the solution was just a couple of weeks of SOE? That doesn't make any sense. And it will never make any sense. But these are the people leading the country. he told Observer reporters. So I think the previous article was Gleaner and this one is Observer. See? They don't. We said that already. The man admitted, however, that the SOE returned some level of order following the triple murder. It would be a lie to say we haven't seen any changes because of the SOE. But what I am complaining about is the fact that no, there is nothing. Everything that was achieved because of the SOE is now basically being left to be reversed. We need something long-term and more efficient. I don't know if there will be a flare-up because the SOE ends, but if it happens, I will not be surprised, he said. I really don't get it, but this is what always happens, and we see that this happens in other parishes. Something happens with criminals, and then they say the criminals are too brazen, or crime is out of control, and then they impose SOE. And when things start to cool down, as you blink, the SOE is finished, and you are right back at square one. Another resident described the SOE as inconsequential. At the core of the problem is ineffective policing, a weak justice system, and corruption. When criminals watch so many accused in the Klansman trial walk off scot-free, what is the incentive to stop what they are doing? The 43-year-old woman lamented. Interesting perspective. They don't can't take time to close the door them about ya. The matter came under a bit of control, but I don't think any long-term strategic gains were made. I expect to see a flare-up in crime. I'm here to beat on my door, man. But I don't necessarily blame it on the SOEs being removed. After all, they can't be there forever. Flare-ups will occur because of active, well-organized criminal elements who will continue to have internal conflicts and turf claims. Now, a 19-year-old man told the Observer that there has been a reduction in the level of violence or outrageous killings in Spanish Town since the implementation of the SOE, but contended that it cannot be left at that. There is a sense of security felt among the residents, with the security forces being present. But people are still fearful of going out, especially with the end of the SOE, he said. I believe it has done its job in quelling the outrageous killings and violence in the short space of time. People tend to go about their businesses with less fear, being that the security forces were present. At least maintain police presence in the parish, he added, since the SOE has to go, said the young man. I don't expect to see a flare-up in crime again, but I am still fearful of that happening. The security forces should continue patrolling the streets and continue doing their jobs in the crime-affected communities. Give me a minute, guys. I am working. I can't leave. I cannot leave, Amir. Amir, I cannot. Where are you taking me? I cannot leave. Come stay with Daddy a little. Where are you taking me? I cannot leave. Go for your sister, your mother. Me can't go nowhere. Stay one place now. Relax, I'm put on my headphone. Sorry, I'm sorry. You clapping? Alright, peace. Let me see if I can do that something here.
Oh.
Chelsea, there's something I also not Rosie. But she does something about the place. Alright, peace. So make we continue. We are used to this pattern, and I got stay this way until the government break it, she argued. Now, however, a 19-year-old man said the SOE was a means to an end. Though I commend the government for taking relatively swift action, there needs to be some thought and innovative crime strategy. However, all of that depends on many factors, such... Amir, you cannot touch anything. I'm going to put you back outside, you know. I cannot leave. Bless you. Amir, Daddy cannot leave. Just give me a minute. Ah boy, sorry guys. You know what I mean? I want to come sit down and watch cartoon with him. Eh? And then me there try to feed him. You see? My head is killing me. Alright guys, I'm gonna try to pick up. My apologies. Thanks for bearing with me. Big up to the people them. Yeah, Jerome. Big up to the people them where stay tuned. I see some people jump out, but that's the thing. I mean, I have to do what I have to do. Anyway. Alright. But if you understand it works, you know what I mean? I always say until some of these people that sit in the house of Duke Street get seriously affected along with their family, they will not be things seriously and just play around. Yeah. Right, so the long and short of the story is that many people in Spanish Town are not happy that the SOE make the man run the show. I look forward to that day, you know, James Bond. But if he run the show, you know, there will be no show. I assure you. You understand? I look forward to that day when him can somewhere in here, I run off a thing, and me not no problem with that. I'll get him paid. You understand? But for now, no way. You understand? Everything good. We all have you. Yeah, man, blessings, man. You know, some people are really patient like that still, so them jump out still. You know what I mean? Mixed master, blessings in the family. Yeah, man. Alright, so, you know, with anything, audio check one, yeah, with anything, you will have people who support and people who oppose, same. And this is what we're saying. We have seen this with every SOE declaration and discontinuation. Every time there's a declaration, people are in support, people are against. Every time there's a discontinuation, people are upset, and some people are saying, yeah, it kind of never make no sense. It's just the dynamics and different people with different perspective and viewpoints and how they assess and analyze things and how they interpret certain ththings as well. So that is the beauty of people being independent thinkers. You understand? You don't have to see it how me see it. Me don't have to see it how you see it. You see it? And we don't have to worry about it. I like that. You see me I say? Very much as a matter of fact. So, yeah. And these things. So, yeah. I know. I saw the little prince take a sneaky look at the camera early laugh. No problem. It's a good master. I appreciate that. So I could move on to some things. Where were we on our unofficial count of murders as at January 21st? Where were we? I think we counted 16 unofficially, and the figure that the JCF gave on the 20th was 686. I don't want to tell a lie on them. But there's one bright spark. Remember, I think we were about 700 and... I don't even remember, man. Somebody soon tell me. I remember is that we keep an unofficial count. Zane, we don't have all the murder figures and details. Some of the stories don't reach the news and don't get caught in the news cycle. Sorry, immediately, but eventually they will. And thing. Something. So nobody can remember. No though. Then you just have waste no matter partner money and come to school every day. No, that me not like that phone. See, let me see. That stream was 364. Me don't love that phone. No, hold on. But I try to find the figure that the JCF gave, and we counted roughly 16. And we're not talking about shootings, we're talking about murders. Is it? And thing. About 686, and if memory serves me correctly, they gave. Hold on. But I'm trying to find it for a reason, so nobody get upset. Justice. I saw this a stream ended line. Right, 686 was the figure given by the JCF as at June 20. So that was a day before I think we counted 16. See? I don't think 716, Christina? No, man. So the figure that they gave as at June 20th was 686, and we counted 16, I think. See? Yeah, if memory serves me correctly. So we are continuing an unofficial count tonight when we get to that part. So now keep the number there in mind. So that was 702, 686, and 16, 14, 700. Yeah, 702, I think. The little children growing up in Jamaica need a little chance to grow up as children and not as adults, fending for themselves and being going for years, which is true. You gave the overall count. Since that time, you just check the website. Oh, then Chrissy, then you're too bright, man. You understand what I say? Then they're bright, so. Appreciate it. I really appreciate that. And thing. Right. So Chrissy is giving us, and this was as at today, the 21st of June, July, 2022. She said she just checked the website, but we'll soon come to that. So I'm gonna talk about some other things first. Where's Scotty there? She locked down. The first. She tired, bro. She's exhausted. She have a lot treating with that. At work, sorry guys, preparing for graduation and stuff. She's grade 11 supervisor, so you know that falls under her job description to prepare for graduation and stuff. So, that one. But then she could have slapped down too. You understand? I don't live there. You see me? She a big woman like. Trelawney, mother and son charged over gun seizure. Oh, was that June 26th? Okay. Oh yeah. Wow. Thanks, Chrissy. A Trelawney mother and her two sons have been charged in relation to the seizure of an illegal gun at their house on Tuesday. Charged with illegal possession of firearm and ammunition are 23-year-old Tariq Gale, 20-year-old Trey Gale, and 58-year-old Beverly Barrett, all of Kettering in Duncans. So the police reported that a team was on an operation in the area when a premises occupied by Barrett and their sons was searched and the firearm and ammunition were found. All three were taken into custody and were subsequently charged. Their court date is being finalized. One of them get locked up like, from mother to son to son. Now, coupling $85 million cocaine seizure, each granted $5 million bail. Is a whole heap of bail money that you know. You see me? Preparation for graduation and teacher's job description. Yeah, man. Okay. More food that. No, I don't think so. Is you get the money there as grade 11 supervisor. It's just as grade 11 supervisor, you know that. All right. So, for example, whilst I served as HOD for the Humanities Department, Jamaica Day, the planning and organization of Jamaica Day falls within the purview of the Humanities Department. Seeing like the debate competition and spelling competition would fall on the table of the HOD for the Languages Department. So the math competition and so on and sports day would fall on the table of the physical education head of department. So I just saw them look at things that work. You know, get them more money for. You understand what I say? Just a extra work. You see it? You not get no more money for. You see me? Mm-hmm. Yeah, man, that's how the thing set up, man. You see me? You know, Science Expo or the Science HOD run off that. You know, Career Day is run off by the work experience officer and the guidance counseling department. So they treat with Career Day. So all of them look at things. You have as HODs, you have different responsibilities. You see it? That's how I think kind of set up. You don't get no more money for family. Yo, it would be nice, but no, sir. You're not getting no more money. Them. Right, so coupling $85 million cocaine seizure, each granted $5 million bail. So a July 26 return date has been set for the couple charged in relation to the seizure of cocaine valued at approximately $85 million in St. James. Sorry guys. Bank employee Sheena Headley and her husband Chad are charged with possession of, dealing in and taking steps to export cocaine. They were each offered $5 million bail when they appeared in the St. James Parish Court last Friday. So the wife is being represented by attorney at law Maurice McCurdy, while her husband is represented by attorney Martin Thomas. Now, allegations are that about 6 p.m. on June 15, cops from the Area 1 Narcotics Police Division carried out an operation at a premises in Goodwill, St. James. Now, during the search, 10 rectangular shaped packages were found in the trunk of a Toyota Prado SUV belonging to Sheena Headley. The packages were subsequently identified as cocaine weighing approximately 25 pounds. Following an interview session, she was arrested and charged with the breaches of the Dangerous Drugs Act. The Narcotics Police subsequently issued a release identifying Chad Headley as a person of interest who could assist in the investigation. He was later taken into custody and was arrested and charged. So the couple, well, yeah, we said that already. So why my script this 2 times? Teach, you laugh, but it's plenty money is run through school during these events and people eat food. My sister not eat no food, sir. My sister not eating no food. You understand? The food that my sister is getting is the food that she work for, sir. You understand? So me is my sister, she not eating no food. You understand? Yeah, man. Yes. My sister, no food eating. You see it? Yes. Jaja. Yo, carry the expert easy. She's not eating no food, sir. Don't do that. I have to take teeth come out sometime. Bail extended for Manchester taxi operator charged in mob killing case. So it was a mob killing and he is the only one facing the music. You see these things? Mm-hmm. Bet you didn't know. You're the one who'd have to find lawyer. Bet you didn't know. Yeah, son. So, Orlando Powell, the Manchester taxi operator charged with murder in relation to the May 6 mob killing of 61-year-old Chieftain Campbell, had his bail extended when he appeared in the Manchester Parish Court on Wednesday. Campbell, who was described as a well-respected citizen and dedicated community member of Victoria Town in southern Manchester, died after a crowd of people beat him on Lower Manchester Road. Powell, who is said to have mistakenly identified Campbell as a thief, was offered bail on June 2 in the sum of $500,000. He is to return to court on September 14 as the case files was incomplete when the matter was mentioned before the judge, Monique Harrison, on Wednesday. So Campbell was last Saturday interred at a family plot in Victoria Town. Jaja. Cook food in one attack. Just joining late. Just finished getting some pork. Hey, John, them are going to burn you out in there, though. Them is going to burn you out. Them don't deal with the pork thing about that. But big up yourself. I hope jerky mash up the pork proper. You understand? I say season to the bone. You see, and you know, burn up, and not full of fat like. You know, a lean part there. You understand? You season soak right through and the sauce like. Make your nose run and then sitting there. Yeah, man. Good jerk pork. Any update on Shabda? No, you know, Rajesh Stevens. I haven't heard anything since he was officially charged. So, like you, I will see when that information becomes available and try to share same. Is it? Yeah, man. Blessings. Yes. So, as me say, it was a mob killing and it's only Powell who have a fine lawyer fee. You understand? And thing. You know, we cry for jungle justice a lot of the time, but many times, a one man left in there. One man. You see? Mm-hmm. The Empress and more fire. Andrew Enriquez. I don't know what Port doing, you know. I don't know what Arnold did do one time. You see me? Old Harbour man charged for a fatal bus park shooting. So the police have now charged a man who shot two bystanders, one fatally, as he and his cronies chased a man during a gun attack on Market Street in Old Harbour, St. Catherine. 38-year-old Andrew Williams, also called Pang of Williams Street in Old Harbour in the parish, was charged on Monday with murder, illegal possession of firearm and ammunition, wounding with intent and the shooting with intent after a question and answer session in the presence of his attorney. The incident happened on Wednesday, June 15. So the police reported at about 8:30 a.m. in the morning, you know, in the deal just light, you know. You understand, cock just got work around, so you know. The gunmen attacked a man in the vicinity of the Old Harbour bus park. The man ran and the hoodlums reportedly opened gunfire at him as he escaped. Two men who were nearby received gunshot wounds. So the police were summoned and the injured men were taken to hospital. One was pronounced dead while the other was admitted. The deceased was later identified as 31-year-old Tashawn Douglas, otherwise called Pow and Pang. Williams was apprehended hours after the incident during an operation in Old Harbour. He was formally charged on Monday, June 27. Then him, yeah, run down man in a broad deal. They didn't feel like it. Well, me don't know what you feel like it. You see, I don't even know. I said the man them feel different things. Some of the man them feel invincible. Some of the man them feel some type of way. You see me? 6 men in Portmore robbery caught after car crash. They have been charged. So 6 alleged robbers who were nabbed by the St. Andrew police when their getaway car crashed have been charged. Charged for shop breaking and larceny are Latrell Giddon, 21 years old. He's also called Fresh Prince, a higgler of Pink Lane, Kingston 14. Kevin Lindo, otherwise called Georgie, 31 years old, a higgler of Chestnut Lane, Kingston 14. Rayando Todd, also called Ras, 38 years old, an auto body repairman of Tobias Road, Kingston 11. Elvis Keith, also called EJ, 18 years old, a vlogger of Milk Lane, Kingston 14. Javon Brown, 25 years old, a vendor of Pink Lane, Kingston 14. This one says something. Kyle Lewis, otherwise called Boy, 20 years old, a laborer of Pink Lane. Then him at 20 and still a baby like a boy. Then he's, you understand? So in the early hours of Saturday, June 11, the 6 men allegedly tore away a wooden section of a bar and cut the locks to the entrance grill. The men then reportedly pried open the door, entered and stole several items, the Portmore police say. The men were reportedly packaging the stolen items into a Toyota Wish motor car when they were surprised by a resident who came to investigate after reportedly observed something untoward. The robbers sped away. Details of the place that was robbed was not released in the statement the police corporate communications unit issued. The police were contacted and a coordinated effort across divisional borders led to the car being intercepted in the St. Andrew South police area after it crashed into a concrete wall. So was there a chase or the man and just crashed? I want to go find it. I'm not sure. The 6 men were apprehended and the stolen items recovered. The court dates for the men are being finalized. vlogger get mixed up in everything. But when I say no Caribbean expert, one time it was pure welder, labor and mess. Then it would be interesting if the same vlogger did come cover a story. Yo, but men, so 6 of them, so suppose in the gateway, he comes 5 men, 5 of 6 men arrested after robbery in Portmore. I don't put not the past man there because I said some video I see man. Well, not video because I really don't watch. And again, you know, people might look and say, "Yo, teacher, not support." No, I don't watch them. Like, you know, in a when you open your tab on YouTube, you know, YouTube may recommend a few of them and say, you know, teach them viewers watch this channel as well. Good on my viewers, you understand? I mean, they must get what they look for over there. But no. More time this is some title. Me I said then I just the same story on me report man like. Then I went this a part of the story. I went this a part of the story go. Now who met this a part of? Then this a part of them the part I knew. I went here after I sit nothing. That's where I'm from, Pink Lane, and it's not a normal place in the 70s. Just imagine now. Okay. But when I laugh about the people, them things, yeah. Alright. So Chrissy told us that as at June 26th, the murder tally stood at 716 murders. We were at unofficially 702 on Sunday night. So here we are. And this is an official count up to June 26. But June 26 was on Sunday. So since then to the hour Friday, 5 days that a lot has happened. So I'm sure that the number is way above. I won't say way, but I know that the number is greater than 716, I think Chrissy said. And these things. Yes, Rasta. Alright, so shopkeeper murdered in Manchester. The police in Manchester are probing the murder of a shopkeeper at his business in the community of Banana Ground. He is 50-year-old Brandon Wright, otherwise called Pepper, of a Swamp Road district in the area. The police say the attack occurred around 8 p.m. It is reported that Wright was at his shop when he was pounced upon by men traveling in a Toyota Yaris motor car. The men then opened fire, hitting him. Wright was taken to hospital where he was pronounced dead. So, to our unofficial count, add one more. So we are at 703. Let's see how far we are away. I think the Prime Minister Andrew Holness will just have to admit that he was wrong. He was wrong about the SOEs. It is hard, but necessary thing to do. But we see, you know, politicians don't really admit too much these days and say they're wrong. Teacher, I know you touch a lot of topics, especially major headlines. I think you should also have a segment where you look into the condition of the roads in Jamaica. So, pick up yourself in the family, give thanks. I have been meaning, as a matter of fact, it isn't in the stream. I have been meaning to do. I can't say it, but just put it this way: there is a lot of creative ideas and innovative ideas that I have written down somewhere that I will add as I go along. I have been meaning to do a NWA boxing my cars. As NWA don't fix the road, NWC dig them up. Like NWC, I said, then watch them. Yo, they must spend money, you know. Alright, I went the road I don't fix. Look how we are going to dig it up. And then when we dig it up, we now go patch it right. And then me not get it. These are two government agency. And apparently there is no communication mechanism between the two agencies. As the road them don't fix, whether China Harbour fix them, whether National Works Agency fix them, NWC can lay a pipe. Yo, me can't even laugh too loud. Yo, like, I have been meaning to, I am to do a number of things. It's just that the logistics at this time not so favorable. But, you know, a Turkish style we are using, you know, slow and steady win the race, you know. Yeah, so I say, yo, sister, say a crow. So, does the Jamaica YouTube page still exist? Yeah, man, it still exists, you know, but you go on. You see, through one at a time, like, say, I need to upload on YouTube. Alright, I want to say demonetize. But them basically remove the partner program from monetization because they say me never upload. Same thing them do for TD clips. But the channels are there. Eventually I'll resuscitate them. You understand me? I say one of dead no call it uppy. You see? So JA Positive, Jamaica, and TD clips. So we are going to service all of the channels them as they go along, man. It's just everything things take a little time. You understand? So the logistics kind of challenging, and in terms of the workload, especially with interviews, like the background work with interviews, sometimes it is far greater than many people would think. The effort that I put in preparing myself for an interview is next level. I may one day do a detailed breakdown of my process preparing for an interview and my process making a video and my process. Maybe I will see. You understand me? I say enough time something bust up in my head, but then me just lucky back. You see, so we'll see. I've been meaning to do a lot of things, but as me say, the logistics now, certain things I can't say, I choose not to. But it is kind of, you know. But in time, as certain things become a little bit more favorable, I'll be able to add some stuff on all the channels. See? And I tell people, you know, and like, who don't want to work about it? I tell some people one time, say, look, you know, like how you have Gleaner correspondents in a Moby and Portland and them places. Like, I want to build a teach them network of correspondents. Then when a story break and you go around there, go interview a few people and take a few pictures and some video clip. No video clip when man lie down a ground and a bleed out and them something, you know. So it's a house, the killing go on our house. Then video the house. You don't need to video the dead people them on the ground. Because we cannot use it. You understand what I say? And some nice good video with your phone set so. Like that way, yeah. You know if you have no camera right now, most of the phone them are coming some good camera right now. See and look at audio. Me tell you how to get your audio. You understand me? I say yes, Christina say, but Christy, you know there you know you're the poor. You see me I say, and I am willing to pay you for your work. Like me tell like me probably just need to do a video and for people take me serious. Like them thing teach them sickly, you know. Them don't even know. They not even know a gullet them. You know, when they reach a level, so some things I just don't say. I have learned something doing this YouTube thing. Just do it. Don't even advertise it. Just do it, and then when people see it, them say yes, teach them do that. But more time, less talking and more action. You see, so me just kind of just put it. We just do some things. You understand? So you will see things being added as I go along. Like I have some ideas, man. But seriously, like I am willing when I come back to you. Remember I started. Alright, Christian, I say alright. And I am you know me serious, see? And I know you're serious as well. So I am willing. So I'm corresponding a couple correspondents out and we work out one little thing. You understand me? I say me can't promise I me can't pay your mortgage and pay your car loan and send your restaurant week every month and buy your Bridget's and Victoria's Secret and these things. But you know, we can work on something. I think that category for social media, digital media should be added to the Prime Minister Youth Award. I certainly nominate you for an award, teach. You deserve to be recognized. You know, so big up yourself for the agent, but you see politician thing and recognition, believe it to pre them, you know. If ever in the future, you know, the work, them realize that the work deep and dynamic, and them decide to say, you know, he has been helping to preserve the culture, then they'll look at it. You see me, we don't appreciate it. But we don't do things, you know what I mean, the reward and award. I mean, we are trying to feed the family and take care of family, but say, yeah, I mean, we're not too, because then politicians get things and they feel like you're obligated. Sir, keep it. Sir. So, I mean, we just have to do the work, and if one day they view the work as being meaningful to the broader scheme of things, then we say, teacher, I will with 30% of my margin. That's what I will call you, Kerry. I will call you. Just look out for the call. I will call you. Yeah, man. But I'm very serious about that. You understand? Sometimes, cause alright. So for me, I don't run a radio station. I am a content creator. I make videos. That is how I pride myself. And a video is something where people watch. See, so for me, some things I just don't look at because I don't have the resources in terms of pictures and clips and stuff. So I just don't treat with it because I don't run a radio station. I mean, I just talk on people. That is not what I do. I make videos. Yeah, I will call you, Kerry. Don't worry. I will have my secretary call you. I'll definitely make you get a call. So, I mean, Mama could say, as I said, Turk, we are in this for the long haul, and this we kind of, have been assessing the thing, and we look at it, and, we add things, and we get rid of some things, and we treat it a particular way. Because as I tell you Sunday night, when I am gone, what will live on? So yes, I'm on YouTube for how many years, and yeah, we make some money. I mean, I work. Yeah, understand me? No, it's you take me if you eat that. Don't me if you get money from me pay 30% of your mortgage, miss. Then is mine end up on the high class giant tenant. Cause yeah, so yeah. I'm not remember me at that. I don't know why am I there so long. Correspondence. We soon come to that. Working and teach must really be fun. A good learning experience. Yeah, man, say you them normally enjoy that. I don't have a big expectation regarding earnings, but I'll satisfy with just a box and tricks. Let's see how word, man. I am willing to in fairness to the person who the correspondent. Yeah, man, balance them thing, man. We can work out something and it thing go. Kerry want me pay 30% of your mortgage. Cause I can't be a mortgage. You see me? Shopkeeper. So make it serious again now, gone. So we are at 703 and counting, I think. That's where we were. 703. So we did the shopkeeper thing already. Did we? Shopkeeper murdered in Manchester. Yeah, we did that already. So we are 7. So nephew held for a murder of his 77-year-old uncle. Ah, boy. Here we go again. Family killing family. You see? A nephew who was listed as a person of interest in the grisly murder of his 77-year-old uncle was nabbed by the police. So a senior police source confirmed that Samuel Waldo was held in the community of Kencott in the St. Andrew Police Division, St. Andrew Central Police Division, late on Tuesday. He is now in custody in the St. Andrew North Police, with the St. Andrew North Police, or in the custody of. So the search for 77-year-old Derek Lindsay, otherwise called Reds, who mysteriously vanished from his home on Saturday, June 4, ended in sorrow 2 days after when burnt remains believed to be his were discovered in bushes in Cavaliers, St. Andrew. Waldo was being sought by the police as a prime suspect in the murder. Investigations led to Waldo's house at Brooks Level in Stonehill, where blood stains were found inside his home. 2 suitcases were also missing from the home shared by the 2 men. Now, Derek's daughter, Lorna Lindsay, told reporters that her father was killed at his Brooks Level St. Andrew home, and his dismembered body stuffed into 2 suitcases and transported approximately 5 miles by taxi to the dumping site in the woodland. So a taxi driver there. The taxi driver, who was reportedly chartered, took the police to the location in Cavaliers, where he dropped off the suspect with what appeared to be luggage. The police and community members launched a search, and Lindsay's dismembered, burnt remains were found in bushes about 11 a.m. on Monday, June 6. Waldo was subsequently asked to turn himself into the police, as all efforts to locate him had failed. 77-year-old uncle. Then what could have caused that? And then you chat. Me no mean for laugh, the man chat a taxi with the 2 suitcases them. When take from the uncle yard, Jaja. Person of interest in Denhamtown murder in custody. Ah, boy. So one of the men named as persons of interest in the case of the murder of teen mom Devonese Nelson is in police custody. So head of the Kingston Western Police, Senior Superintendent Michael Phipps, told reporters that Tevin Cross surrendered in the company of a community member. Phipps said that Cross is being interviewed. Well, he was interviewed, I suppose. He said the other person of interest, Eric Murdoch, who is the father of Nelson's 4-month-old son, is still being sought. Murdoch is a nephew of Cross. Nelson, 17, a student of North Street in Kingston, was shot dead at the Kings Heights housing complex on Water Street in Denhamtown in Kingston on Sunday. The police found Nelson lying in the nude with a gunshot wound in the head about 11:30 p.m. Cha-cha. Find madness reach a yard. Poor taxi man. Big up to the taxi man to come and carry the police and grown up part there. You see him? Auntie. So this 17-year-old girl, mother of a 4-month-old, was murdered in Denhamtown. Allegations are that she was shot and killed, allegedly, by her child's father, and somehow, the child's father, Uncle Crux, may have been involved. So he surrendered to the police, but the father, Eric Murdoch, 17, is still at large. Interestingly, I have not seen or heard any outcry coming from Denhamtown. I have not seen. Sorry guys. Any report suggesting that residents are expressing disquiet, Zane, or they are upset about the situation versus other times we have seen Denhamtown out in the streets. You see it? So, I don't know. Man. So much murder that we got. We have stop cut, but we know say that are 3. Yeah, 3. So Manchester, nephew, and then I'm down, so that are 3. So we are at 705. Unofficial. 22-year-old killed at birthday party in alleged gang-related drive-by shooting. So a 22-year-old man was shot and killed during a drive-by shooting in Rose Heights, St. James on Wednesday night. The deceased man has been identified as Gevany Brown of an Amity, Cambridge address in the parish. Now, according to the police, Brown was attending a birthday party in a section of Rose Heights called Village Top when the shooting occurred. So reporters learned that the now deceased man was standing with a group of individuals at approximately 10:45 p.m. on Wednesday when the occupants of a black Toyota Corolla motorcar opened gunfire, hitting him all over the body. The police were summoned, and upon arrival of the police, Brown was seen lying on the roadway in a pool of blood, a police source said. Brown was transported to hospital, Cornwall Regional Hospital, where he was pronounced dead, and unconfirmed reports are that the man's shooting death is gang-related, as a well-placed source told Observer Online that Brown was attached to the Preke gang, which is said to be located sorry guys, in Cambridge. Tea cold, but it's very soothing on my throat. So that a Westmoreland 22-year-old killed in drive-by. Well, this one was in St. James, in Rose Heights, where a triple murder occurred not so long ago. 17-year-old shot dead in Westmoreland. So a 17-year-old boy was shot dead in a yard on Ricketts Avenue in Savannah Lamar, Westmoreland on Thursday morning. The deceased has been identified as Jerry Francis, well, otherwise called Jay, who is unemployed and is of a Ricketts Street address. Now, Ricketts Avenue is a part of a zone of special operations in Savannah Lamar. In January of this year, Prime Minister Andrew Holness declared a zone of special operations in Savannah Lamar South to cover the communities of Russia, Darling Street, and Dexter Street. In his declaration, Holness stated that these areas have been captured by gangs and are currently in the grips of terror. A resident who did not want to be identified told reporters that she was awoken by sounds of gunshots minutes after 3 a.m. and later heard that a man died in the community. The yard the deceased was found in, the resident said, is often used by persons as a shortcut to enter another community. Reports from the police are that residents heard explosions at about 3 a.m. and Francis's body was later found at 5:20 a.m. with multiple gunshot wounds to his head and body. He also had lacerations to his neck, so apparently his throat was cut. Francis was taken to the Savannah Lamar Public General Hospital where he was pronounced dead. Boy, my head hurts. Yeah. St. Thomas man, and I wish Scotty was here tonight for kind of, lighten the burden, but she a big woman. You understand? St. Thomas man killed on his veranda. So a St. Thomas man was shot and killed at his home on Wednesday night. He has been identified as O'Dane Thompson of Harties, Yallahston Parish. Now reports are that about 10 p.m. Thompson, along with other people, was sitting on his veranda when men entered the premises and opened gunfire, hitting him several times. O'Dane is a brother of Alwyn Thompson, who was killed in April this year by the police in a double fatal shooting. In that incident, both men were killed after one of them allegedly pointed a gun in the direction of the lawman, who took evasive action and fired at them. Alwyn Thompson is said to have a criminal history in the parish after being charged several times before. He has also done prison time. Boy, Teach, you missed the one in Green Jail that happened on Monday. Let's say, I don't see that one day yet. I don't remember seeing that one. You see? See, me I tell you, say, that's how we need a correspondence, don't so. Boy, not even my shadow, I just around here, no mercy for the merciless. Double murder in Clarendon. I don't remember seeing, let me tell you as a Christian, I miss some of these things sometimes. So, why my audio looks so out of sync? Sorry for deafening. Someone who doesn't listen to my headphone. My apologies. The Clarendon police are investigating the shooting deaths of two men in separate incidents in the parish. In the first incident, a 41-year-old fisherman identified as Demian Elliott, otherwise called Fro, of Darrett Street in Milk River was shot dead by unknown assailants at his home. Reports from the Maypen police are that about 12:10 a.m., residents reportedly heard explosions and alerted them. On their arrival, Elliott was seen inside his house with gunshot wounds. The crime scene was processed and the body was removed to the morgue. And a 27-year-old man was later shot dead in Riches, in the northern section of the parish. He has been identified as Jermaine Blackstock, otherwise called Nick. Now, reports from the Spalding police are that about 7:55 a.m., Blackstock received a call and left home. Moments later, residents heard explosions sounding like gunshots and went to investigate. Blackstock was found on the roadway with gunshot wounds. The police were summoned and Blackstock was taken to hospital where he was pronounced dead. But I'm tired. Investigations into the murders are ongoing. And between January 1 and June 26, a total of 39 people have been murdered in Clarendon. Teacher, I never understood why traditional Jamaican media houses overemphasize the negative news coming out of Jamaica. Thank God that we have citizens, journalists, YouTubers to provide balance. I suppose, in honesty with the media houses, they are trying to improve their ratings and to sell papers and to get views. So, I guess they would have had their social scientists canvassing the place, so what people like, and feed them with that. So, I suppose that is how that goes, how the cookie crumbles there. Well, I am assuming. I don't have any official information on that. I am just saying. Teach him. Okay, boy. Glad to know it is not just cooking or teach. Get this shit. Whiskers killed in Clarendon. 2 others injured. So apparently this is different from the double murder. Boy, I don't know. 1 man is dead and 2 others are hospitalized after gunmen invaded a shop in Sandy Bay, Clarendon last night. Dead is 26-year-old Dwayne Miller, also known as Whisker. According to the Maypen police, about 9:30 p.m., Miller was among a group of men at a corner shop when 2 men approached and opened fire, hitting him before fleeing the scene. So the police were alerted, and on their arrival, 3 men were seen nursing gunshot wounds. They were taken to hospital where Miller was pronounced dead. The other men were admitted for treatment. So police sources say intelligence have revealed that the attack is stemming from an ongoing feud. Miller was gunned down hours after the brazen morning murder of 27-year-old Jermaine Blackstock in the community of Riches in northern Clarendon. Okay. I saw another article where it said the cops are bracing for reprisal as slain man's family mourn. I don't know. Reprisal things. And the thing continue. I do that one here. I do this already. Bearer shot and injured in Santa Cruz robbery. A bearer has been hospitalized after he was shot during an armed robbery in Santa Cruz, St. Elizabeth on Friday morning. Dwight Daly, head of the St. Elizabeth police, told reporters that the bearer, who is contracted to a financial institution, was targeted while walking to a bank in the town. He said about 10:40 a.m. the bearer was held up by a gunman and a tussle ensued. The bearer ran but was shot. Daly said the gunman escaped with an undetermined sum of cash. Investigators are still probing the incident. And the police chief reiterated the need for businesses to use security measures when moving large sums of money, like the $22 million beryllium did I move, then that's a axe. You understand? He added that the police have been maintaining their presence in Santa Cruz. We had a strong deployment of police in the town, but it is just the police were not at that location, he explained. Now, statistics from the Jamaica Constabulary Force show that up to June 26, St. Elizabeth recorded 34 robberies. Whoa! When compared to 12 for the corresponding period last year. And Teach, what is your views on some of these media persons that travel to Kigali to cover the failed KJ's bid? Did they go there to cover the story, or they were cheerleaders? Yet Andrew said him left CW? I don't know. I don't know, brother. I know me send them down there, you know. You understand? They couldn't tell you like. See, but it was a big thing. I mean, it was a trending thing where Kamina Johnson Smith was opposing the incumbent Baroness. I don't remember her name right now. See it? And thing at the Commonwealth Heads of Government Summit and things. So I guess they felt that the public was interested. Well, I wasn't for one. But probably others were. You understand? You see politics and politicians. I don't even too bother with them, you know. If something go on, I feel like I talk about it and cuss if I get cuss. But more time, we can follow up them frivolities. You see it? Gabby Dan 5 years. Big up yourself in the family. What good in a bro. Appreciate the support. Andrew Spence, my hometown of Santa Cruz, and the news again for the wrong reasons. I now tell Mr. Spence, bro, and I tell her, say, you know, say, the girl them don't a Santa like, they're nice. You understand? They might eat good out of a food basket like. And then the foolishness are going on there now, sir. So, I don't know. You see me? So expert, I really don't know. Like, I really don't know if they were just cheerleaders or they were actually trying to cover the developments for the Jamaican public. So, I don't know. I mean, the media houses have money to splash, you understand? One day, teacher, I'm going to send one team run of them party. And we not cheerlead nobody, you know. You see me? Sorry, guys. Andrew said he might left the Commonwealth. Okay. Oh, CW. Oh. Why don't say I beat me bad tonight, sir? I'm tell you, I have the biggest head. So I have the biggest head yet. Then, you understand? I'm just there to fight it. You see me? I think I've done okay. Gone over what, 2 hours and 15 minutes. That not bad. Like, I'm really sick, guys. You probably don't know, you probably don't realize. But I am really, I'm telling you, my foot bottom hurt me. You understand? My knees, them, all of my muscles, them, well, especially my foot and thing. And I have this dry cough. Like, I so for cough where mucus are come up, sorry to be a little bit, you know. I am okay with that. But a cough where just a throat to throat to me not like that. You understand? Man, they say CW and teach done food. Alright, me lose that one. But we don't cut our allegiance to the Queen as yet. So I suppose until then we're still a part of the Commonwealth, eh? So I don't know. I know, yeah. I don't know how Jamaicans started to live like wild animals who kill to survive. They not kill. Oh, you mean the wild animals then kill to survive? Me understand what you say, Jaja. So as to expat, I really wasn't in tune and teacher realized certain media house in Jamaica is like the training ground for Jamaica house. First they appear neutral while on in the media landscape and then boom, slant to one side. As I'm getting Jamaica house. Yeah, I have seen, and I call nobody names still, but we see a few things. Bro, go rest through it. Yeah, and interview tomorrow is looking very unlikely because I probably need to go to the doctor first and think, okay, this is not. I said the missus got tested yesterday and she was negative for COVID. So I don't know if she is. I don't know. So I hope I don't know. But the last topic this and then I call it a night. But still I go get myself together for interviews so just in case. But you know, you wake up and it's like a miracle like. And this artist, I have been waiting on this artist for the better part of started doing interviews about 2018 from them time there. See, I have been waiting on this artist after my interview, Little Kirk, just to show you how long. You see me? Big interview, but not to say it. Yes, yeah, man. So thanks to the people who stuck it out with me tonight with the coughing and I'm and I'm here. I really appreciate that. My late start, my tea drinking, my medicine drinking, and there's something there. Yeah. And above all, the coughing, because I don't know no bother with that, because I can't bother with it. The so-called media practitioners know themselves. Them drink green tea and green clocks about here. Jaja. Alright, so artists, you remember on Sunday night we spoke briefly about a man that was found dead at Judgement Yard. Yeah, man, I'm going to do that Empress cookie, man. Let me just wrap up this. His name is Culture. So, well, he has been referred to here as an artist. So, artist possibly killed for preventing gunmen from using premises, sources say. So, a man said to be an associate of iconic reggae act Sizzla Kalonji may have been killed because he was trying to prevent gunmen from using Judgement Yard in Augustown as a thoroughfare. Police sources say the man, since identified as Horace Clark, 56 years old, an entertainer from Augustown Road, was reportedly attempting to stop rival factions from using the premises as a route to go and attack each other. Clark, who reportedly goes by the stage name Culture, was found by police 2 Sundays ago in Judgement Yard, which is one of Sizzla's residents. The St. Andrew Central Police reported that they were called to Judgement Yard, where the man's body was seen. It was later removed from the area and taken to the morgue. The police said at least 11 spent shells were found at the scene of the shooting, and no suspect has been identified in connection with the killing. You look a little half color for sure. Like I feel black and white. Yeah, man, but there. I just feel if it push through, and even when Scotty called me, I never come on stream it and she said, she's really exhausted. I say, I go, even though I'm late, I'm still going to push through. Because I realize it's at 8:30 stream instead of 8 o'clock or 8:15. So, yeah. But, peeps, we have cut it there, so, I really need to rest my throat. And I really need to lay down. What time now? So, Amir have planned for me. And, yeah, man, blessings, Jerome. And, I spend some time with my daughter as well. Because she's home for the summer. Well, she's here for the summer. Yeah. Miss American. So we see what going on. So I do look at parenting before, and I think my gear need for charge because after which interview we do? In the week. I don't know, but after our interview we do about Monday. Oh, Sky Juice. Oh yeah, me interview Sky Juice Monday. It's going to be a while for us that. I charge my stuff yet still, so I need to set that. Peace, big up on yourself, you know. Out of focus. Appreciate the continued support. I'm overhead camera on tonight. Zane. I'll see you on Sunday. Hopefully, I have an interview that I wish to premiere on Sunday. Zane, a WhatsApp. You understand? You know, the WhatsApp are not like an artist sharing a detailed overview of them story. WhatsApp are people who may think still write them story. You understand? Who may have not gotten that big break as yet, but have been in the business, putting in the work. So that is WhatsApp. Artist Spotlight now is that segment where talented, whether young or older artists, who I think are putting in quality work, and them now reach the masses of the people, reach the ears of the masses, and having vetted their music, feel like there is something for my audience to benefit from, and bring them to the viewers. So yeah, so you kind of. So as I said, we're adding things as we go along. Artist Spotlight is not new. We just don't really, you understand, push it a lot. You know, a million artists will link on any given day. But I'll be a champion and a girl and head bang out and no substance. You understand? And you know, we say substance over hype. You understand? I say good night, Tony. It's good to see you, as I said. And think Empress Jen want to go on. Big up yourself. Empress Jen is not a moderator. Really? How come? No, I'm not sure Empress Jen was a moderator. Alright. Let me fix that right away. That's not hard. You understand? Yeah. All one blue spanner the Empress Jen. You've been around here for a long time. You see me? I appreciate the support. Guy, I been with that spanner there. Yeah, so let me say, peeps, big up on yourself. Sunday, I'm trying. So it depends on how I feel tomorrow and whether or not I get to do the interview tomorrow. But definitely look out on Tuesday. Tuesday is Mitch from ARP. You understand? So his interview will be premiered on Tuesday. So look out for that. I'm not tell you who may premiere Sunday yet. Zane as WhatsApp artist. But it was a good vibe. Very, very, very easy going. As they tend to be. Because, for example, people say interviews, and I say that too, as default. But it's really and truly like two good friends, I will reason, you know. Yeah, so it's man, I say yo unprofessional car it's just two good friends, and I really make good friends but sometimes yet, but eventually they become my good friends, many of them. Zil and you know what I think go? There's a whole reason. You Zil and thing. Peeps, big up on yourself. Well, good. Hopefully Scotty will be able to join us on Sunday night. And I'll see you hopefully Sunday at 12 for Sunday service, as them like to say, and for premiere on Tuesday at 7:30. Make it a date and normally teach them. Mine you give Amir your big C. Mine not a big C. Got on your bed. Well, I hope I don't, bro. In a real life, every day I laugh. For my kids more than anything else, and my and my and the mother of my child. There's a bit of a use part that thing. Teach me for link, you know, discuss some more. Alright. Link in the description. Peeps, walk good. Step with ya. Appreciate the continued support. You understand? I can't express that enough. Zane, big up on yourself. Thanks for your patience tonight. You understand? I appreciate it. Walk good. Step with ya. Safe travel on the gravel. I'm out.
Thanks for tuning in to this episode of the Teach Dem Radio Show. We hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. Until the next episode, check out the Teach Dem YouTube channel for more good things from the yard. Also, we'd appreciate a rating for this episode. Until next time, walk good, my friends.